Today is okay? You can start. Shall you continue or? Okay, right. Today I wanted to have a class because, not only because I will be away for a few days, but also today is a great day, 2/2/22. Somebody sent me a message, it's a very nice day today, 2/2/22, that's right, we'll have a… Now this particular day, a great date, the date doesn't feel it. That is a beautiful sunshine, lovely morning, the day doesn't feel it. In this whole universe, the animals don't feel it, the trees don't feel it, the mountains do not feel it, the elements do not feel it, only we feel it, human beings feel it. And when you say we the human beings feel it, who is feeling it? The physical body? The body is not dancing because it's sunshine. The body is not going crazy because that is snow or anything like that. The body doesn't complain, it can't, it can only react. But neither the eyes nor the ears. Who is feeling that? Among the human beings, the children have no choices. Sleeping man has no choices. We. And where there is an I, individuality, I. Oh, it's such a nice day. Who says that? The speech that you give comes from the thought. The thought is used by the I. Straight away you can get into that, friends. The I thought, the individuality is the most important thing in this universe. Again and again I am taking this same point to the class because do you really feel it as to what is that something which is to be understood? Clearly, it is only you. There's one thought is to be understood about myself. Then, because the rest of the universe has absolutely no problem at any time. Please think of it, friends. Do the kingdoms fight or kings fight? Do the countries fight or the countrymen fight? Do the communities fight or the community members fight? Does the family fight or the family members fight? Does the body fight or the body is engaged in fight by somebody? Yourself. Do your sense organs demand? Eyes want to see movies, ears want to listen to music. Please think, friends. Does the tongue demand to taste? Does the skins demand to touch? Do the eyes demand to see? No. Who? Sense organs do not fight. Body doesn't fight. I fights. One thought. Do the thoughts fight? Do the thoughts fight? You are conscious of the thought. Does the consciousness fight? There is no fighting, no conflict, no fear, no anxiety, no hatred, no jealousy, no nothing in this universe. Where from it all comes? There is only one virus, I thought. That is the one which does every type of mischief. That is why in the Shiva, so beautiful, the snake is there, which stands for this Ahamkar, ignorance, arrogance, fear, anxiety. And this snake, when it is isolated, it hisses at everybody. But the same snake, when it becomes the part of the Shiva, swaying in gracefulness, because is part of the infinity itself. The same one which was a dushana, a curse, becomes a bhushana, an ornament, an adoration in body. So this I also is not a problem. It should be understood. By whom? By itself. That is the one who creates the problem must understand himself. That is why one thought has to be understood. Please see that, friends, because as we saw in the very first lecture of the series, Aneka Sastram Bahuveditabhyam Alpascha Kala Bahavascha Vigna Yat Sarabhutam Tadupasitavyam Hanso Yatha Kshiram Vivamba Visram. There are so many things to be known in this universe. But time at our disposal, many things to be known, but the time at our disposal is very little. Alpascha Kala, and the obstacles are too many, because the person is completely involved with millions of things. He doesn't understand what is that he should understand. That is why Yat Sarabhutam, what is the most essential thing, that must be understood very clearly. Hanso Yatha Kshiram Vivamba Misram. Like even the legendary bird swan, as when picks up, takes the milk only and leaves the water. Whatever is most essential in life, please focus on it. Ask yourself, where is your focus? The person doesn't understand. Everybody is lost either in the creation or in the creator. But the person himself is royally neglected. In the name of divinity, divinely dispensed with. The eye takes pride in searching for itself everywhere, giving importance to everything, forgetting the seeker is the trouble. You are the one who is not aware of it, you are not aware of yourself. So that is one thought to be understood. And that is why in the whole physical universe, please see that. Give yourself the importance that you deserve. Do not look down upon yourself. Uddhared atmana atmanam, na atmanam abasadet. Bhagavad Gita is the ultimate thing. Everything it talks about. Uddhared atmana atmanam. Atmanam atmana uddhared. You lift yourself by yourself. Redeem yourself by yourself. Atmanam abasadet. Never ever look down upon yourself. Atmaiva atmano bandhu. You are the greatest friend. You are your worst enemy. Because there is nothing else ever creates fight with you. The space, air, fire, water, earth, nothing fights with you. You are the most important thing in this universe. Your physical body, without which there is no access to the universe. So if in the physical world your body is very important, think friends, in your physical body, every organ is important. But thinking organ, the brain is very important. That brain is important because there are thoughts are important. Thoughts are very important. Among the thought world, in your thought world, which thought is the most important? Which uses everyone? I thought. Consciousness, let us not talk about it. It has absolutely no problem. And this I, dragging everything onto itself, borrowing power from others, borrowed power. Riches, I am rich. Body, I am man, young or old. Sense organs, I see, I hear, I touch. See that how the I dragging onto everything onto itself? The thoughts come. I know this, I have seen this, I have heard this, memories, I have touched this. You have not experienced anything, I have experienced everything. How much pride, arrogance? Who? One thought, I thought. Or, I don't know anything, I am so poor, I am so useless. One thought. Lost in the creation or the creator. Never looks at himself. If only it can understand. When with the eyes seeing, I say, I see. With ears hearing, I say, I hear. Please feel it. With the tongue tasting, I say, I taste. With the body being young, I am young. Body being old, I am old. So when I say, I know, what is that something with which I am identifying with? What is that knowing principle? For me to say, I see, I must see. For me to say, I hear, ears must hear, or else I will be deaf. It's another condition of the sense organ. For me to say I am young, the body must be young. For me to say body is, I am old, wait for the youth to pass, old age to come. For me to say I am rich, many things you must sort of acquire. For you to say poor, everything should be lost. So many things, friends. The I identifies the millions of things. For it to say, I know, what is the knowing capacity? What is that something which knows? Deho na janati, body doesn't know. The universe doesn't know. Space, air, fire, water, earth, none of them know. How beautiful. Physical body, deho na janati, body doesn't know. Sense organs do not know. Thoughts by themselves do not know. You know the thoughts. By what? That in whose presence everything is known. The knowing faculty, consciousness. Identifying with that, the I says, I know, Jnana Shakti. Those three powers in this universe inherent. Jnana Shakti, to be conscious, inherent in everything, everybody. Kriya Shakti, the power to act on, is inherent in the body. The leg can walk, hand can leap, body can run. Physical activities, Kriya Shakti. When the tiger is running, you don't say, I run. The tiger is running. Your Kriya Shakti, your capacity to act on in your physical body. Understand? Kriya Shakti. But these activities at the body will be possible if there is Ichha Shakti. I wish that every action is triggered from your thought. Every thought you may not act on, but if you are acting, you have acted on a thought. See how beautiful? The Kriya Shakti, the capacity to act on is used, and there it is as Ichha. You are using your thoughts. I wish, I want the object of my thought. How do I want? First I am conscious of the thought. So Jnana Shakti is there, Ichha Shakti is there, Kriya Shakti. The power doesn't have any conflict with itself. Any power. It doesn't act, has any conflict with itself. The role of a king is not proud. I am the king. The president's post is not proud. I am the president. What are you doing? So everywhere you look, sir, they shall come back only one thought. One thought. That creates all the problems in life. Because that is the virus. Like the disease. Please, in the physical body, without the virus there will be no disease. Corona has disabled the whole world today. How many people are dead? And what are you trying to do? Find out that COVID. What is that germ? What is that virus? Once you counteract that virus, everybody will be happily going around. If this is true for the physical disease now, for the virus called COVID, Corona, or what it was for the plague, for the cholera or for the smallpox, are gone. Those cholera virus has got only one virus. Smallpox has different virus. Please, friends, listen. Every disease has different types of virus. Different cells, different virus. In mental disease, depression, dejection, anger, hatred, jealousy, so many mental disorders, one virus. I am depressed. I am depressed, or you created the depression? I am angry. You are angry, or you created the anger? Think for yourself, friends. Take that responsibility. I love somebody. You created it. You imagined it. If there is love in the person, everybody will love the person. Think of it. I hate. You create it. For entire mental range of mental diseases, there is only one virus, I. And this virus burns itself out, friends, just like a matchstick. Beautifully somebody wrote me a note. A matchstick. If it has to burn something, first it must burn itself out. Your anger must first burn you before it burns others. Your hatred must burn you. Your jealousy must burn you. You must come under the obsessive nature of these thoughts first long before other people are affected. Your anger kills you first. Your hatred, your deception, your jealousy, your insecurity, everything kills you first. First, you are the first victim of your emotions because you are creating it. I thought. Most important. Just like the most important object in the physical universe is your physical body, in your subtle thought world, the most important thought is I thought. It must understand itself. That is why self-knowledge. That is why it's Ahamkar. Aham karomi, I do. I do. Aham, no problem. Just you say I and be who you are, no problem. But Ahamkar, aham karomi, I do. I do means what? Like getting married. Do you want to marry? I do. Do you want to marry her? I do. Do you want to marry him? I do. Begins. Ahamkar, I do. I see. I hear. I touch. I live. I die. I'm rich. I'm poor. Think of it, friends. As I told you, kingdoms do not fight. Kings fight. Vehicles do not collide. Drivers collide. Family members do not fight. Family do not fight. Family doesn't fight. Family members fight. The physical body doesn't fight. You fight with the body. Your senses do not fight. That is why that word Jitendriya, the person is a Jitendriya, one who has conquered his senses. When did the sense organs fight with you for you to declare a victory over your senses? Did your eye ever pull you to the movie? Did your ears pull you to the music? Your tongue pull you to some food? Your skin pull you to some touch? Think. Your nose pull you to some smell? Nothing doing. The thought suggestion must come. I want to see this. I want to hear this. I want to touch this. I want to smell this. You, that decision, ichha. That is one virus which creates what? First it creates a desire. If I can call it a disorder. The child is very nice until he learns how to wish, how to desire and all this stuff. Natural growth. But think, friends, see the beauty in it. First it must say, this thought, this flower is here, or flower. Who says lovely? 22 is beautiful date. Who said? People, na? Date doesn't feel it. The flower doesn't feel it, the flower thought comes up. Nice. Who is saying that? Nose telling that? I. You are conscious, you have the smell or the form or the color, I like it. Oh, I want it. Until you want it, the thought is not a desire. A thought is a thought. And you say, I want it, you convert the thought to a desire. If you get it, I want it more. That simple desire fulfilled creates lobha, greed. Cannot fulfill, angry. Whoever prevented me from getting it, I am angry. So you are one germ, one virus mutating. Desiring, being greedy, being angry, being obsessive. I want it. If I get it, I'm greedy for it. If I don't get it, I'm angry for it. Very angry for it, deluded, depressed, dejected. I am gone. Whom are you fixing, friends? Give medicine. Overeating. Is it the function of the body? I overeat. I eat sugar. Naturally, very sweet, diabetic. Please understand, these are lifestyle diseases. Ahamkar. Your anger against somebody, hatred, jealousy. Please, nobody persecutes you like you persecuting yourself. This I thought. So one thought like a matchstick burns itself out first before you burn somebody. That is what must be. First you must catch hold of it. How do I catch it? Somebody interested shared in a nice story. That story you can use it like this, friends. One day a professor was taking a class in the university. And then as he was taking the class, suddenly one of the boys, somebody, as he was looking at the blackboard and writing something, suddenly one student, whistle. He got very angry. He is teaching something very serious subject. And he immediately looked at, who is the one who whistled? If anybody will stand. That is how the Ahamkar is also. Will do the mischief, then hide. Who wanted this food? Ask yourself. It will hide, it will not say, I wanted. She only asked me to eat it. He only asked me to do it. Why did you go to movie? They only asked. The Ahamkar hiding. In the classroom, that boy is hiding. Then the teacher said, since you are not interested in my class, I am stopping it and I am going to share with you an experience today. Let us not teach anymore. Few nights before, I could not sleep. I was so restless, so I thought, why not drive to the petrol bunk and fill up my gas, fill up the petrol, so that tomorrow I don't have to stand in the line. And that way I can spend some time, and if I feel sleepy, I will come and sleep. So I went there. I filled up the tank. I was driving back. I saw one young lady coming on the road. Even though late, she was walking, and she put the hand and said, can you please, give me a lift? Then he said, but where do you want to go? He said, I want to go to my home. How far a distance? Only 1 kilometer. He said, okay, doesn't matter. You please sit down, I'll drop you. And while going on, the lady started talking about, he was very impressed that I gave him the help, and I was very nice, kind, and the lady also appeared to be very intelligent and started having discussion with me, many things. It was very, very nice. And by the time, she almost fell in love with me, because I was so kind. I also was impressed by her intelligence, and I was also attracted by her. Then the lady said, one thing, what are you doing? The man said, I am a professor in the university. Where? He says, the college, wherever he studied, he was taking class, that university, he named that university. Then this lady said, look, I am really very happy because my brother studies there. And he is a little naughty. But will you please take care of him? He said, how do I know who is your brother? He says, that brother has got one habit. He always whistles. Always whistles. Right? I can't do that. Always he whistles. Will you please take care of him? The whole class looked at the boy who was whistling. Immediately caught him. Then he told the class, do you understand now? I did not buy my degree. I learnt it. I earned it. Because whoever is doing mischief, everybody knows. So everybody looks at him. Ask yourself, in your life, where everybody looks at you, please understand, everybody looks at you, including yourself. What is the most important point? Think. The space, air, fire, water, earth? No. The sense organs look up to it. Organs of action look up to it. Bodies look up to it. The universe looks up to it. Your thoughts look up to it. Because there is one actor. If that doesn't choose, no thought can be acted upon. But the sense organs to be used, I must choose. For the gold to be brought home, for something to be taken out of the house. The whole universe, only one thing. The focus, I thought. Everything looks up to it. You are looking up to yourself. We don't know it. Have you focused on that? I want it. Who is that I? I want to listen. Who is that I? I want to taste, touch, drink, see, hear. That is why when you look at the physical body, this physical body is the most important thing in the physical universe. So know your body completely well. What does your body, any part, how does it function? Your sense organs by which you perceive the creation, organs of action by which you act in this world, your hands, these are the Tattvabodha classes, beginners classes. But by themselves they cannot function. Eyes don't want it, legs don't want to walk. You are using it. Think, friends. And when the perception takes place, the thoughts happen. Who uses the thought? I using the thought. And that is the one virus. It gets into any thought, the thought changes. The I mutates. Simple I. With the riches, I am rich. With poverty, I am poor. Body young, I am young. Body old, I am old. Are you getting that? I see, I can see. Ears hear, I can hear. Cannot see, I don't know what is happening. Memories, friends. Think. Did you very proud that you are an engineer or a doctor or a PhD or a FRCS when you are 5-year-old, 7-year-old, 10-year-old? Unemployed man, are you proud of the position? You don't have a position. This pride, arrogance, helplessness, stupidity. Think of it, friends. Anger, hatred, jealousy. Who creates? Only I thought. Historically, you can listen to a story of the Indian War of Independence. I don't like that word, Indian War of Independence and all of this. It's not that you are ruled by somebody. That's a wrong thing. Somebody comes to your house, occupies your house. You don't have the strength. They keep you under their control. So you tell the next generation, these fellows are outsiders, they have come. It takes 200 years, 300 years. You throw them out. What is this ruled by them and you got independence from them? What is this nonsense? You were always independent. For some time these fellows occupied it. Throw the idiots out. They are bandits, invaders, aggressors were thrown out. What is this? We are subjugated, we are killed and all that. What nonsense, what? Definitely not you being you. Whatever, the land is yours, house is yours, everything is yours. But sometimes it is occupied, like a disease. You throw it away. Do you, when you get rid of the virus and you free from the disease, do you celebrate one Independence Day from next day onwards? 5th February or 2nd February, we shall celebrate as the COVID-free day. But it is nonsense. I was cured of stomachache. I was cured of headache. What nonsense? Is so? Some unusual aberration comes in, thrown out, finished. Anyway, during that battle, what happens is Siraj-ud-Dowla, one who was the Bengal, Nawab of the Bengal, he wanted to fight it out, the Britishers, because there are only few of the soldiers. Historically, somebody has done that study in London Library where all these documents are there. Clive, when he was coming in, and he had only 300 soldiers with himself. And this man had 18,000 soldiers. I don't want to go into that. 18,000 soldiers he had. He wrote to the British Parliament, they send me some fighters so we can fight this army and keep India, sort of this under control. They said, we don't have the soldiers to fight with because they are fighting, engaged with Napoleon, and Napoleon is giving a tough time to British people. So they came away, but then he said, you do whatever you like, you eat, we can't send it. And then somebody had suggested to Robert Clive, if the best possible thing is, if you can find somebody who can be purchased out from that army, somebody should be, who can be purchased. They sent 2 people into that Siraj-ud-Dowla's camp. And then 18,000 soldiers, 300 people. The commander of Siraj-ud-Dowla, the Nawab's army, was one Mir Jafar. He is still remembered as the embodiment of treachery in life. Mir Jafar, he had a dream. He wanted to be Sultan. He wanted to be the emperor. So when they went and told him, they found out his weakness, they promised him, if you help us, we shall make you the next emperor. And the person said, of course I'll help you. They wrote it down. The Britishers also signed it off. The fool never understood. After the winning, they will destroy him. Who thinks about all that? Then what happens? And he said, only one thing you have to do. The day we are going to fight, you tell your army to surrender everything. All the army surrender the weapons. The entire army, because he was the commandant, surrender the weapons. 300 people took 18,000. That's what the history says. And he took them and forced them to put them like they're prisoners in a particular huge place in that same kingdom in Bengal. They were allowed to, they were starved, died, killed. Of course, the Siraj-ud-Dowla, the Nawab, he was also assassinated by these people. And this man is going to be saved? They killed him. That was the traitor of the highest kind. Now you shall say, yes. Why that traitor? Because his interest, first it was country he was fighting for. Now for him to be the emperor, he sold out the country. Personal interest took precedence. The personal interest became more important than the interest of the, call it family, call it country, call it organization, call it anything. One person's ambition destroys everything. Understand? That is a traitor. And friends, you know that in every one of us there is a traitor. Ahamkar, the I thought. Listen carefully. This I is ruling over this kingdom called physical body. Think, friends. Is ruling over the kingdom called the physical body. It must take care of every part of the body. Because any part of the body can be diseased and it can die. Are you getting that point, please? It must take care of the whole physical body. But this thought, this I says, I like the taste of this food. I like the taste of the drug. I like the taste of this, what is that, for the alcohol or this particular food. So to satisfy its personal hunger for a particular taste, overeating it, it doesn't mind destroying the entire body. Are you getting that point? It traitor to the body. He is sold out on a sound. You will kill the body for it. He is sold out on a touch, or a taste, or a smell. How people die? Drinking they die, smoking they die, overeating they die. Only those things? Ahamkar comes, power. For power you want to kill everybody. I want to be the next king. I want to be the next leader. I am the most important person. For that you will kill everybody. You first, of course, in the process, first you kill your own body first. You don't care. You get involved with one thought, money, 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 money. While earning money, your body is dead. Your family is broken. Everything is gone. Everything is taken away. And this Ahamkar thing, friends, for the sake of this one little desire of one individual, your entire body kingdom is destroyed, your entire thought kingdom is destroyed, and you are a loner in the universe. Are you getting that point, please? And it's one virus mutating. I want to see, I want to hear, I want to touch, I want to taste, I want to be a powerful man. And what the people think? The same Ahamkar. Suppose as a 15-year-old, 17-year-old, it was thinking, I am a small house, from a poor man's family, I am selling vegetables, I am like this ordinary person. My dream is to get 5 lakhs rupees, 1 million rupees, 2 million rupees. Listen carefully, 3 million rupees, 5 million rupees. Now that time, suppose in life he earned 5 million, suddenly the person changes. You know, I was a poor man. That time he can talk with confidence. I was a poor man. I was selling vegetables. Now I'm a millionaire. You understand what happens, friends? Listen carefully. This morning I was thinking, I've written it down. This I is so small, and he was so much destroyed by this small image, humble beginning, that I'm a poor man, uneducated man, small man, and I have a dream of 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, 1 million. When he gets it, he feels so overwhelmed, he thinks he doesn't need anything else in life. He is never allowed to dream of infinity, immortality, absolute happiness. Like a hungry man is happy if you give him few loaves of bread or nice food. Thereafter you can take the kingdom out. Like the politics. They are given some chicken rice, mutton biryani, or some drinks, or some food. Vote is sold. Country is sold. It doesn't matter who is a politician is going there. I am getting my food. Most people are like that, too small in their life. So they are numbed. When they get little money, they are numbed. They don't think, how one day man has to die. Immortality they never can dream of. Imagine, friends, 8 billion people like that. And each one with a very, very strongly mutating virus called I, the Ahamkar, destroys himself continuously. Now happy, now unhappy, now attracted, now distracted, now miserable, now comfortable, now arrogant, now humble. Playing and destroyed completely. One thought. You can see the amazing similarity between the body and the mind. You shall see that. The physical body, think friends, the body being the most important machine in the universe, please, for you, what is something most important? Who is the most important person for you? Whatever you might have thought, understand please, your body. Because if your body is not there, think. How are you going to experience this universe? Don't give me that, don't put the people, oh, he's a soldier, so he must, we are not here to question why, here you have to do and die. Mahadeva, why should somebody die for me? Nobody must die for nobody. Let everybody have a full life. And the life's meaning is to understand what is this immortality, absolute. Human life, labdhva kathanchit narayana durlabham, tatrapi pustam shrutipara darshanam. Somehow or other you have got a human body. How? Don't even bother about it. It's the only physical body, only body in which a person can thinking is possible, questioning is possible, analyzing is possible. Do not flitter away this chance. Don't taste somebody's patriotism and let him die and let him protect the country. How will you say, when you read that line in the unknown soldier's tomb, whoever has written it so beautifully, when you go back home, the unknown soldier tells you, when you go back home, please tell them that we gave our today for your tomorrow. How touch! First time I read it, I couldn't even move. Tell your people that we gave our today for your tomorrow. The soldier is telling. He's sacrificing his life so that we can be alive. Who wants that? Why should he kill himself for me to... Let him live, let me live, let everybody live. But no, aggressors, invaders. One dictator called like a Hitler or Mussolini or the Genghis Khan and all this stuff, Alexander, all that, Alexander the Great, how God knows, whatever it is. Conquerors, destroying millions of people. Who was doing that? Demand of the only one thing, Ahamkar, I thought. Thousands of people are sold on it, sacrificed, destroyed. Ask yourself, in your little empire, who is the dictator? In your own little empire of a physical body, blessed with so many sense organs to help out, to live in this world, the thoughts are there. Who is the ruling? I thought. And totally insane. If the king is insane, if the emperor is insane, what will happen to the kingdom? Every human body is a kingdom. You are the ruler, the emperor or the king. And there are 8 billion kings, mad, insane kings in this world. That is why, friends, families do not fight, members fight. Villagers do not fight. Village doesn't fight, villagers fight. Countries do not fight, countrymen fight. Emperors, are you getting that? Empires do not fight, emperor fights. Comes down to bodies do not fight. Human individuality fights. Sense organs do not fight, individuality fights. Thoughts do not fight, individuality fights. So that individuality, what role it can take? Thoughts, as a thinker of many thoughts. Every sense organ is a personality. Ishvara. Every position he occupies. How many roles you can take? This is the most dangerously mutating virus. That is how your disease has come. How do you kill now? How do you cure it now? Understand that one word, I. When you see that the I, please listen, the I, when I say the word I, the meaning of the word I, because everything is prefixed by I know. Are you rich? Yes. How do you know? I know. What? I am rich. You are not such a poor man. I know I am poor. I am young. How do you know? I know I am young. You look old. I know I am young. Oh, you are looking so young. I am very old. I know. Everywhere the I know comes. I know, janami, janami, janami iti. I know. I know I am young. I know I am poor. I am rich. I like it. I know I like it. I know I don't like it. I want more. I am greedy. I don't want it. I want sacrifice. But every statement prefixed, preceded by one thing, I know, which is constant. That jnana shakti, the knowing faculty in the entire universe, in each one of our lives, always remains the same. What you know goes on varying. Will you please do that? Your disease shall go once for all. Thereafter, just like the riches are neither good or bad, it depends on how you use it. Emotions are also not good or bad, it depends on how you use it. Anger is beautiful if you know how to use it. It's a curse if you don't know how to use it. The car is beautiful if you know how to use it. If you don't know how to use it, you accidentally die. You know swimming, water is sport. You don't know swimming, water is your burial. Anything. Your physical body, one of the most beautiful instruments. Who can create a body like this, friends? Who can create? We are so much lost in creating now these most sophisticated weapons. What are hydrophonic, this phonic, that phonic, all that. You're telling now the man can travel in the light speed, and the type of satellites and killer satellite and what all things you are creating. Now this Ukraine war, the Russia, Americas, by chance they do that, what will happen? Or some Chinese who go on fighting with the Taiwan or somebody, India, Pakistan, something somewhere. What will happen? Who is fighting? The countries are fighting? The president's role is fighting? Individual. Leaders, each individual is completely sold on a particular role. I am the country, this countryman. We have forgotten we belong to the whole humanity. That our beautiful language, the Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the whole universe is a family. See, when we are, suppose you say Tamilian, you say Tamil, I am a Tamilian. But when you think of Indian, you forget you are a Tamilian. You are a Tamilian, you are a Telugu or an Oriya or Bengali or Gujarati, that all forgotten because we are belong to the country, we are countrymen. Not provincial, country. Then you go to so many country people, so many countries, European, Australian, African, Asian and all that stuff. But then when you go to another planet, what shall you say? We are from planet Earth. We are all one, planet Earth. Go to galaxy, not this solar system anymore. We are all galactic beings. Then in the universe, all are one. Imagine, friends, you resolve it first in your this universe, the physical body universe. I want food. I want to eat all the food. Arey, you will kill your stomach. You will destroy your heart. You will destroy your pancreas. You will destroy your liver. You will destroy your kidney. No, I want to eat. What are you doing? Barbarian, dictator. And when your personal universe is destroyed, don't worry, you will be nowhere in this physical universe. That is why you don't feel proud that I was the small man, I am Prime Minister, I am the Finance Minister, I am the President of this country. Who you are is so vast. Are you proud to be in a position? To be a king? You want to be a king? Or the part of the universe? This, you understand? The dwarfs pretend to be giants. President, what are the president? Personal life is totally destroyed. You are billionaire, the richest man in the world. What type of fighting in the family? Think, friends. It is high time, the more and more you are educated, the more and more the world becomes, enlightened, sort of, not enlightened as such, studying more and more, informations are gathering. Every religion also must change. Please understand, religion change means what? Do not change religion. Let there be hundreds of different faiths. Please listen carefully. Faiths do not fight, faithfuls fight. Belief does not fight, beliefs do not fight, believers fight. What is your belief? This is my belief, this is what I believe, this is what God is, this is what the truth is, this is what I... No. Universal. That is why in Upanishads, you have no fight with anybody. Parasparam viruddhyante tairayana viruddhyate. People mutually they can contradict with each other. This has no contradiction with anybody. You be yourself. Then which one you want to believe, what type of faith you want to have, what type of customs, what type of tradition, you choose. Ye yathamam prapadyante tans tathaiva bhajamyam. Whoever looks at me in whichever way, that is how I will appear to him. Finished. Only Krishna, only Rama, only Shiva, Sabrahma, Sasiva, Sahari, Shendra, Swakshara, Paramaswarat, everything is one and the same. You add another 100 names also, makes no difference. First be yourself, then be anything. Animist, Buddhist, Islam, Christian, Hindu, Saivite, Vaishnavite, this, that, non-believer, so what? A person has full right not to believe in anything. Why? He believes in himself. That's enough. When you are a non-believer, you are not believing in yourself. You are a non-believer means you do not believe in other people's belief. What a trouble. If you are a non-believer and you do not believe in other people's belief, what are you doing? So your disbelief becomes another belief. So then there is a mutual fighting. Believers fight. Listen, believers fight with believers. Believers fight with non-believers. Non-believers fight with believers. Among the non-believers, as in there is a fight between believers and believers. What you believe, what I believe. Non-believers also fight among themselves. I am a greater non-believer than you. You only disbelieve only the earth is flat or round. I disbelieve everything. They say God, useless, dog, useless, I don't believe in any. I am a total iconoclast. I am a totally atheist. My disbelief is more than your belief. Who is enjoying, who is suffering this? And tell me, sir, what are you perpetuating? One thing, I thought, beliefs do not fight. Political systems do not fight. Political beliefs do not fight. Politicians fight. Around the world there are politicians. And politicians means what? A limited animal in a limited jungle. So the whole world is a jungle. Understand? Suppose everybody feels who I am is who you are. The universe is here. The truth is here. Consciousness is, self is here. Who I am, it is not a cock and bull story. If you are telling, I am rich, explain yourself. How do you say you are rich? Did you bring your riches? No. So how do you say you are rich? Because you have riches. All right. If you have riches, because of that you are rich. When that is gone, what happens to you? I am poor. Are you so stupid? From one condition you are identifying with another condition. The I am is not a condition. What you are believing in is a condition. Are you getting that point? Riches is a condition. Poverty is a condition. Who you are is not a condition. You are always there to identify with everything. What? Ignorance. I don't know many things. I am so ignorant. Informed. I am a so learned man. Oh wow. Somebody more learned, you feel rotten. That is there in the jealousy rules supreme in the corridors of universities, educational institutions. In politicians vie for power, kings, kingdoms. What happens? Which leader will solve the problem of the world? Simple thing, friends. If as a person you have not resolved your own problem, you are not going to solve anybody's problem. If you are a matchstick, you are setting fire into everything. First you are burning and then setting fire into everything. How are you going to make the world beautiful? Ask yourself. And who does it all? One thought. So that is so bad? No. Not being aware, the I thought seems to be such a limiting thing. But once I understand, what does this word I mean? It can't have, understand, it can't have an identity. Listen, for the I thought to have an identity, it must identify with something. For me to say rich, I must have riches. For me to say man or woman, my body must be a man or woman or a transgender. For me to be saying I'm a professional, singer, dancer, musician, whatever, believe, disbelieve, theist, atheist, certain thoughts must be there. But for me to say I'm conscious, who thinks this way? Thoughts are given, the thinker remains unintroduced. When you see that, friends, please think how beautiful it becomes. I am in a peaceful kingdom, Ayodhya. There is no yuddha, no fight. Ever at peace with yourself. Understand? Simple thing with that one example. Oh, okay, all right. One little small example. How the body, mind exactly same. Other day I was eating with somebody. Then usually people when they eat, even as though an express train is going. Or the food is not running away from your plate. Why the animals eat like that? Because there is the animals, lions, they pull down a Cape buffalo, big buffalo, 200, 500 kilos. Then what happens? 10 of those fellows, what will happen? Boom, they will jump on each other. Why? Who can eat maximum first? The lion, big lion, he will go and eat everything first. Anybody know, he'll kill that, but but all of them eat, because if they don't eat, it may be over. When you are eating in your own plate, in your own dining room, which food is running away from your table, from your plate? No, we are 5 of us are get together, yeah, that time you may fight. With who is taking the big chunk, who is taking the selected vegetables. Some people will be focusing on that. Other people are talking, and you are eating everything, no problem. Either somebody had given a very nice cartoon, 2 dogs. There was a little food. The 2 dogs, one fellow was eating, other fellow came. The 2 dogs started fighting. When they started fighting among themselves, another dog comes in and eats the whole thing and goes away. These dogs are still fighting. He said, this is what a voter and politician. When the voters are fighting for a little something thrown at them, the politician loots everything and goes away. Anyway, so this physical body, please think of it. When you are eating, body must be taken care of. How do you eat? chew for a long time. Why? Because the more you chew and chew and chew, the digestive juice is all eating. From the mouth itself, it has become crushed very well, chewed, crushed, like water. It goes into that. In the physical body, inside stomach, the digestive juice coming almost like the same level, water, easily digested. You are satisfied for a long period of time. Little food you eat for a long time, it will fool as though you are eaten enough. You shall never be overweight, nothing will ever happen to you. You can see people, ask them, when the people are going for the buffet, see that plate, the whole plate is like this. This much stomach, so much of food. Yes, that is how people eat. They destroy themselves. Listen carefully. No, you must eat it like that. Same thing, mind. See, hear, taste, touch, smell, full of thoughts. No, digest those experiences. Every experience you must digest. Somebody tells you rascal, you go away, you feel bad, and then you go on thinking over it. No, sit down, stand there. He said, I'm a rascal. Am I a rascal? Yes. The fellow told the right thing. Thank you. Why should I get angry? I'm a rascal. No, he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand. How does it matter? You resolve it there. If you do not resolve it there, that's like chewing the food. All these undigested ideas stay in your head. God is there, God is not there, you must do this, you must have this power, you must have this position, you must do this puja, you must do this worship, you must do this chanting, you must do this singing, you must breathe, you should not breathe, you should not be doing this, read this book only, don't read that book only. One undigested idea is inside the head. What will happen? Undigested food kills your body. Undigested thoughts kill you in your mind. The eye suffers. Even this eye is undigested because you have not understood it. When you assimilate what this world really means, your every thought makes no difference to you. Understand, friend? Thoughts have no weight. Thoughts don't take volume inside your head. Nothing will happen. You can have trillions of thoughts. You can be the emperor, enjoying the variety of the universe. Seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling, what all experiences of life. My God. Why? Because you are the real emperor. Atma samrajyam lavate. Swarajya samrajya vibhuti resha. Shankaracharya writes beautifully. Swarajya samrajya vibhuti resha. This understanding is self-knowledge empire. Swarajya is your own kingdom. As I many times have told you from those days, Mahadeva, poems. Everybody is an emperor. Empire is undivided. That's my most favorite sentence I wrote in a poem. I continue to speak that. Everybody is an emperor. Nobody is less than an emperor. Empire remains undivided. Everybody owns everything. When you are a satisfied person, friends, happy man, you have as well achieved everything. The king is looking for happiness. When you are already happy, you are as well a king. Somebody is looking for a power to be powerful. You are already feeling very, very powerful. Oh, I am the next finance minister, I am the Indian president, prime minister, or the governor, or the president of this country or that country. Yeah, what are you talking? Once they retire, who cares? Ultimately, friends, ask yourself, do you care for yourself? Do you think you are the supreme most? Yes. And do you feel that you are the only supreme most? Wrong. In infinity, there is no division, friends. In all pervasiveness, there is no limitation. Desha kala aparichinna. There is no limitation of time, space, objectivity. Everybody is an emperor. Ishvara. Ishvaro sarva Ishvaro gururatmeti murti bheda vibhagine. Vyomavad vyapta dehaya dakshinamurtaye namaha. Ishvara, Guru, Atma, all one and the same. Everything. They call it universe, call it physical body. Your body cannot exist, cannot be existing, the universe not being a part of it. You are inseparable from the universe. Thus, friends, think of this. The most important thing in the physical universe, close your eyes. The most important thing is physical universe, your body. Respect it, love it. Love everybody, respect every thought, everybody. You can't help them, don't harm anybody, for God's sake, for your sake. Then come into your mind, in your thoughts, which is the most important thought, only the I thought. In the college, university, they give us the thought of the engineering, medicine, law, language. They say, I have given him these thoughts. What are you doing? Everybody busy giving you fake identity. Your genuineness remains always hidden. So in that whole fake thoughts that are picked up, I thought gets a fake identity. Therefore the I also is the biggest fake. But when it recognizes, now because he has got Bahurupi, so many addresses are there, he gets confused. But once he understands himself, now no dress ever covers him off, veils him. But in every dress you can enjoy, like you are a rich man. You are not confused about your car. You have 1,000 cars to use at different occasions. 1,000 dresses for using different occasions. If you know it, you are luxuriating every moment of your life. If you do not know it, the riches confuse you, your prosperity destroys you. That is why the rich man is so dissatisfied, because even in spite of having everything, still he is empty, empty, empty. The poor man, of course, is empty. That emptiness doesn't come from the absence or presence of the object. Emptiness comes from the ignorance about yourself, who you are. Once you know that, the meaning of the word, one thought, I, happy with yourself, eternally available, Sat Swarupa, Chit Swarupa, Ananda Swarupa. Thereafter you choose which thought to use or not to use. The body to be physical body acted upon or not to be acted upon. Something to be seen or not seen, touched or not touched. That's all your choice. Your happiness doesn't depend upon either the presence or absence of a thing, presence or absence of a thought, presence or absence of a belief or a disbelief. You are who you are. And everybody is one and the same. The disease is gone forever. In fact, in self-awareness, there is nothing called a disease. This is immortality all through. Be that, revel in life and living. Be happy with yourself, share that with everybody. Even if somebody doesn't want it, it doesn't matter to you. But you continue to sing your song, live your life. Please think about it, friends. There will be no class program. You can listen to these 5 minutes, 10 minutes and think it over, see it for yourself. Very, 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 very important. It's not hankering for classes, for me to talk or for you to listen. Revel, revel, revel.